Before we get started, I need to say that my content is not made for people under the age of 13. I review adult collectibles, so if you're under 13, come back later. I'm sorry, guys.
Hey everyone, Hybrid Who here, and I'm about to give you a walkthrough of my living room where I keep like 99.9% of my stuff displayed. So let's go ahead and jump right into that. Alright, so least exciting corner first is this corner. This is basically all seating with a little bit of stuff, coffee table there with some coffee table books and Entertainment Weekly from when Jody started as the Doctor. So that box from the Black Series Mystery Box unboxing is where I keep all of my extra Black Series accessories, like on the rare chance that they come with more than one accessory, but I'm only going to display them with one. That's where like extra guns and stuff are. This wall over here, I have several Marvel Cinematic Universe posters from local movie theaters hung up, all of which are in frames, which make them highly reflective on camera, but not near as bad in person. Got some bottle lamps I've made over there, and a Mario lamp and a decanter. I'm not an alcoholic, quit talking. Over here I've got my bootlegged Lego Star Wars UCS Super Star Destroyer. I never had a chance to get it back when it was a thing, so I got the bootleg on AliExpress for like 50 bucks. There's my front door. It's open because it's really warm in here. I haven't had the furnace on all day, and it's still really warm, so I've got that open, and if you hear a noise, that's my fan running. In that corner right there, I've also got like toy lightsabers that I don't really use for much. There's the Scream Saber though. Fan. Over here, this is very temporary. That's a door to the upstairs that I never actually use. It's like a storage area. So I've kind of just got some stuff thrown up on my old TV stand. This white bookcase is also kind of rammed together. I think I'm going to redo this at some point soon. But that's where I keep the majority of my Lego Star Wars stuff. Lego Star Wars is something I only really do when I find the stuff on clearance, and that's really all there is to it. Above it, I've got most of the Marvel Cinematic Universe 10-year anniversary gold Funko Pops. I think I'm missing like 2 of them. I've got that Display Stand Direct Sonic Screwdriver rack I did a video on a while back. Bill Nye and Boba Fett animated debut pop mixed in. The 5th Doctor Celery from Abby Shot. A big poster with smaller images of every Star Wars International poster before Disney, just because this was made pre-Disney movies. Nothing against the Disney movies, I quite like them. My Tom Baker autograph from my Tom Baker Autograph Shop unboxing video. That was almost 2 years ago, wow. Along with a Next Generation cast image signed by LeVar Burton and Jonathan Frakes. This is my screen-used 10th Doctor banknote from The Runaway Bride, and my Toys R Us rewards card. There's a wall-mounted lamp that's kind of annoying that it's like right there because it's like really in the way of me putting like another bookcase here. Here's some miscellaneous Funko Pops. I got a Titans USS Enterprise D. I'm going to get that signed by Will Wheaton at Steel City Con in April. Below here I've got my wax melter and just some retro carded action figures I've picked up. Like that came in the Spider-Man set, the Spider-Man Far From Home Blu-ray Walmart exclusive set. This was a Star Wars Celebration, or San Diego Comic-Con, something summertime this last year. It was an exclusive. And I just got the leftovers from Hasbro Toy Shop. Up top here, I've got several signed things, and several things waiting to be signed. Those dinosaurs, I'm just going to show you, I'll put the camera up there. Those are my fucking dinosaurs. If you see how they're posed, you understand why. The Missy Funko Pop is a duplicate. I bought that because last year at Pensacon, Michelle Gomez was supposed to be there, and then she canceled, but I'd already bought the pop. Likewise, that Rey figure is just my favorite Black Series Rey figure, so I picked up one on clearance at Walmart just to have on the off chance I ever get to see Daisy Ridley at a Comic-Con. That's my signed 5th and 6th Dr. Sonic screwdriver that I got at Pensacon last year. This 8th Dr. Sonic screwdriver will be signed at Pensacon this upcoming year. Or, I guess in like a month and a half now. I've already bought my flights and the admission ticket for that. That's going to be fun. 10th Dr. Sonic screwdriver I had signed at Wizard World Con Cleveland 2017. That was a fun con. Here, this bookshelf is pretty well lit. I've got a River Song Pop pending signing that's going to get signed here at Pensacon next month. Kanan Jarrus Black Series figure also pending signing by Freddie Prinze Jr. at Steel City Con upcoming. And then several autographs that I've gotten, and then a couple things I've just kind of thrown in here. Juna Suotamo, Ian McDiarmid, Catherine Monroe, Ray Park, John Barrowman, Billy Piper. All autographs that I've gone over. Or maybe I haven't done independent videos on these. But, you know, they're older autographs of mine. Going down a shelf, I got even more autographs. This is kind of my mostly Star Trek shelf. I've got my Anson Mount and Ethan Peck autographed Discovery Titan vinyls. I have my Mike Coulter signed Luke Cage Funko Pop. And my Jason Isaacs Lucius Malfoy Funko Pop. Then I've got the Diamond Select Enterprise A signed by William Shatner and Walter Koenig. And this summer, probably I'll get George Takei on that too, as long as I go through with my plan of going to Niagara Falls Comic Con. And then there's the McFarlane Toys Captain Kirk and Picard. I know there's a Spock and a Michael Burnham figure that were coming, but I guess that's all been canceled. I think I did a video on these guys. It was the bootlegged Star Trek Enterprise crew, like Lego minifigures. I think they're pretty cool. Some miscellaneous characters option stuff, and a Wand Company 10th Dr. Sonic. This shelf I had the light on, but oh, yep, it's just basically dead. I have all these little pop lights that run off of AAA batteries, but it almost seemed like it was waking up there. Yeah, this battery's just done. But this is pretty much all my character options, Doctor Who action figures. Wish they were more readily available here in the States, but it happens. In the back there is an 11th Dr. Sonic screwdriver I will get signed at some point. Underneath here is a little bit of Rick and Morty stuff. I kind of fell out with the show and then came back with Season 4. And I don't have a ton of stuff, but I got a little bit. And the Lego Ideas TARDIS set. This down here is mostly Harry Potter with some random Lego stuff thrown there. But that's pretty much my Harry Potter collection. Looking over here, I've got Ant-Man and the Wasp poster. I've got several of my Comic-Con photo ops. We'll just go ahead and do a walkthrough on those. So the majority of these have had like videos done on the conventions. So that's all pretty cool. Got some 10th Doctor artwork there I picked up at Pensacon last year. And I got this picture of Hank Hill drawn by Joe Adams. He did like character design for King of the Hill. That was also at Pensacon last year. There's my dining room. It's a mess. We aren't going to go in there. Up here, up top, I've got my Marvel Legends Infinity Gauntlets. Get those lit up. I just think they look really good up there with the replica Eye of Agamotto and Mark 50 arc reactor. I have finally gone through and redone my Imperial shelf. I separated all the stuff from the original movies and all the stuff that's been added later, like in Solo, Rogue One, Rebels. I've separated them out on the separate shelves because this shelf was really overflowing. I finally got the Amazon Emperor, really cool figure. Got him flanked by officers with Royal Guards behind him. Regular troopers in the back. I'm not sure how happy I am with that. I might try and rotate them around a bit. But I like the Sand Troopers more, and I like the Snow Troopers more than the regulars. So I don't really know. These speeder bikes do take up a lot of real estate, but I just don't have anywhere else to put them. These next two shelves down here should have lights on them, but they're all dead. So I've really just got to go on a big AAA battery haul. But this is my Rebel Alliance era Heroes shelf. Mostly, movie characters, but you've got like the Star Wars Rebels characters, Rogue One, and Cal Kestis from Jedi Fallen Order. Really kind of hoping we get more Fallen Order figures, but it's really not looking likely, unfortunately. They just aren't really announcing anything. Here's my Republic era hero shelf. So mostly Clone Troopers and Clone Wars era Jedi, but you will see, I threw like Qui-Gon Jinn in there just because where else would I fit them? I've also got a couple of custom figures in the Clone Wars animated Anakin and Obi-Wan. I'm pretty happy with how those turned out. So those are pretty good figures. I wanted to say I had another custom. It's the next shelf down, that's why. This down here, I just set up today, and it's probably my most satisfying shelf. This is all the Imperial era troopers that have been added in through video games or through, like a spin-off. Rogue One, Solo, Rebels, Jedi Fallen Order. It's just, if you weren't in episodes 4, 5, and 6, but you're Imperial, this is the shelf you go on. I also made, a while back, a custom Stormtrooper Commander from The Force Unleashed. Force Unleashed was a cool game. I don't really want anything from the game. I don't want a Black Series Starkiller or anything. But I had that, the blaster marked Stormtrooper from that Amazon 4-pack, and I was like, I kind of have to. I've got to make it, because I think it looks better in that form than it does with the blaster marks. Down here's the Black Series Deluxe stuff. They're kind of cluttered up, but, I got some vehicles, and I got the Kmart sets, and from the Han Solo and Luke Skywalker 2-packs with the Wampa and the Tauntaun. I've just got the monsters down there. It's just kind of Black Series overflow. So, although I did put the Dewback up here, I thought he looked really good near the other Sand Troopers. Coming over here to the middle, you've got my TV. I'm doing a Star Wars The Clone Wars rewatch through, just because I think that needs to be done before I see the new season in February. Up above, I have some photo ops, some that are just kind of here because they're my favorites, some that are here just because I had space. But Peter Capaldi was my first ever actor I met at a Comic-Con at my first ever Comic-Con, and he's still very much a favorite interaction of mine, so he's always going to be on the main display. I met Mark Pellegrino from Supernatural. He plays Lucifer. This photo's probably going to get put over there and someone from over there brought over here, but he's here for now. Jonathan Frakes at Pensacon, second time I met him, first time I got to have a photo with him though, and he's a really cool guy. I'm glad I took the chance to do that. William Shatner from Steel City Con, also a really cool guy to meet. Obviously if you're a Star Trek fan, that is. And then, that's my girlfriend, and that's me. And that's Roger Bumpus. He's the voice actor of Squidward on SpongeBob SquarePants. I had to get a print of Bold and Brash signed by him, and that's honestly one of my favorite autograph pieces. Down here, I've got a lot of the Pokemon Funko Pops. I still haven't found the Target Pikachu yet. I'm on the hunt for that. But I am going to do this entire line. I'm not going to miss any of them. I'm just going to buy them as they come out. And then I have some of the SpongeBob Pops. I know that they did a wave back in 2012. They kind of stopped making them. They started making them again. When they started making them again, I got these. The original ones are worth like $100 each, so I don't know if I'm ever going to get them. But one day, I'm sure. So, down on my TV again, to the left, you'll see this rack that I made for all my classic Sonics, and then like the side character Sonics. Like the Master Laser Screwdriver and River Songs. I've got several of the Hot Wheels Star Wars starships here along the front of my entertainment stand. With my PlayStation 4 kind of buried under this Green Lantern statue and a Marvel Legends Korg. I do have a Marvel Legends shelf, but much like my Imperial shelf, it needs to be separated into 2 shelves. There's no room for any more figures, so Korg is the odd man out. I was able to fit the Jeff Goldblum figure from that 2-pack in the shelf. I just couldn't fit Korg. He's too big. That's what she said. Looking underneath, you'll find my Blu-ray, DVD, and PS4 game collection with some miscellaneous Star Trek stuff thrown in. There's that Into Darkness Steelbook. There's the Eaglemoss ships. And like my Playmates Toys Reboot Phaser and Communicator. all of my Star Wars stuff there. A lot of my Doctor Who stuff. Some of my 12th Doctor DVDs are at my mom's. We're doing a watch through together. And just a lot of cool stuff down here. And then up here, up top is kind of like my special Star Wars shelf. I've got the Black Series Poe Dameron helmet, which I wore to the Rise of Skywalker premiere. I thought that was cool. The 20 Questions Jedi Holocron. A Black Series Luke Skywalker lightsaber hilt. It had a blade at one point. It was broken, so I just gutted it, and it's just an empty metal hilt. A real flash gun, like what they used for Darth Vader's lightsaber. This one is a King Soul, so if you are a prop fan, you understand. It doesn't have the right emitter, it's like the stepped up thing instead of smooth, but I think I might install it at some point and just say it's good enough. The Book of Sith Vault Edition, which is pretty cool. We're looking at that LED flickering on the right there, so these, I just got to get a bunch of AAA batteries. This is my first order shelf. I need to reorganize it somewhat. But I've been getting first order troopers whenever I find them since The Force Awakens came out. So I have collected a fair few. Many of these Sith troopers I did just get for Christmas. They're pretty cool. I like them a lot. Here's my Resistance Heroes shelf, which is pretty cool. Should have lights. They're dead. But lots of Black Series Resistance Heroes. Here's my Marvel shelf. Lots of cool Avengers characters in here, but it is so crowded that you can't even really see. Like it is so packed. It's not open like these shelves. Like, even the First Order shelf is getting a little crowded, but you can still see everything on it. The Marvel shelf is just way over the top. I need to split that out. Down here is some more Black Series stuff. These just got moved over here today. And this is like my Separatists. You know, I've only got like 4. I've got 2 battle droids. I've got a General Grievous and a Darth Maul. And then the rest of them are like bounty hunters and stuff. And I just figured I'd put them together. You know, background aliens. You got your sand people. Got Darth Revan because there's literally no other character from his era. And then like the solo characters and the bounty hunters. And a little bit more Lego Star Wars stuff down here. To the right of this is my Doctor Who Funko Pop collection. This is very much a pride and joy of mine. I'm only missing 2 of them. And that's the 12th Doctor in a spacesuit and the 13th Doctor, the first to market that got canceled for regular release. They were both San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, and they go for like $200 each and up on eBay. So I don't have them yet. I've got every other one, though. And those are going to be coming to my collection sometime this year. That's kind of like my New Year's resolution, is to set aside some money and try and get those. And now that we're back to here, we're back to the boring corner. So that is the tour of my living room. So I hope you enjoyed looking at all of my stuff, a lot of which you've probably seen reviews on or have seen used in comparisons in other videos. This is my favorite room in my house. I just enjoy, you know, sitting amongst my collection. I've taken years to put it together, really. Like, all those Black Series figures, they're $20 a pop, and there's a lot of them. You know, I started when the line started back in 2013, so I've just been picking them up one at a time. So I just kind of hope that anyone that follows the channel enjoys this video, enjoys seeing, you know, how I display all the stuff that you watch the videos on. And that's all I really got to say about it. So I hope each and every one of you enjoyed this video. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe. That would definitely make me feel better about the channel. And until next time, I hope each and every one of you has a great day.